He has some room down this left-hand side. Move it top of the 18, touched along, and tracking it down here is Kosi Thompson. Thompson out wide for Bernadeschi. He'll whip it in, won't find Owusu, but headed back across and right at the top of the 6. Derek Etienne Jr. slams it home, and TFC takes the lead.
Bernadeschi's the one here who's going to play the ball in the box. It's a whipped ball in. Real Petretta's there. Heads it right back into the path.
Predict every match week in MLS Pick'em. Play for a chance to win tickets to your next match and a VIP experience at MLS Cup. Sign up now, MLSPick'em.com. Angulo now drives it across right in front, and Facundo, Martin Ojeda powers it home. And Orlando pulls level at 1. What a header by Martin Ojeda.
Fantastic spot. You can see the TFC. Raul Petretta.
Torres in midfield. Into the 45th minute. Ojeda, the goal scorer for Orlando. Into space, finds Facundo Torres. Torres, side of the 6, drives it across. It hits off of Johnson and goes in. Deflection in front on the cross by Facundo Torres.
Toronto player there. Facundo Torres is just trying to put it in a dangerous area. And it's Gomes just trying.
That's loose. And Saliba. And the finish from the man who is really claiming that number 9 spot. But hold the phone, the flag was up. That was Alonso Martinez.
Oh, it looks mighty close there.
Wow.
Wow, I still think it's onside. Clinical from Alonso Martinez. Really.
After review, forward was in an onside position. Final decision is good goal.
It needs someone to come on and be a little bit more hungry, ready to... You got to imagine the mind of a sub. They've sat down and watched this for over 45 minutes. Oh.
Spectacular! Wolf sets up Martinez for his second. And brace yourself, that was a thing of beauty.
Nick Cushion said he's super clinical. That is 2 goals. He's had 3 chances. Wow.
The biggest of them all, MLS Cup, still within reach for this FC Cincinnati team, but yes, no doubt about it, this window will be big for them to strengthen the squad.
Miscue from Miller, and it's given FC Cincinnati a goal. A goal that's come gift-wrapped for Kevin Kelsey and FC Cincinnati.
Being a little bit better on pressing, and he won't score an easier goal than this all season. It's just a poor first touch from Tyler Miller. Traditionally very good at it with the ball at his feet. And Lucho Acosta, Orishano, and Miles Robinson. Imagine if Miazga was healthy, he would also be on that team. But Celentano, bit of a snub for me. He's been that good this season.
Here's Rodriguez! And the weight of the world lifted from the shoulders of DC United.
Just stays alert there for the drop down, and then is able to just wiggle his way through there, and from there it's excellent technique to strike right through that.
Well, Acosta and Cincinnati off to the races here. Valenzuela trying to pick out Luciano Acosta, not this time though. And again DC United run into trouble. Orishano flicks it through, and the effort towards goal is fabulously turned in. FC Cincinnati.
Into space, Buka starts it, plays it to him and continues his run, but a little spin to put it in his path, and then from there Buka does well just to put it just by Tyler Miller there.
Forward now for Sergio Santos. Another opening, it's Buka, it's 3! Rinse and repeat.
Acres of time from the way they were able to stretch this DC United back line.
Rodriguez thrashing into the wide areas, not cleared away convincingly, but Kubo does the rest for Cincinnati. But here comes DC again, here comes Pirani again, it's Pirani! Brilliant! Off the bench and into the headlines! Gabriel Pirani puts DC United back into the realm of relevance!
You can see here, it comes off a turnover with Kubo trying to play it to Acosta. So well done here from Pirani to show the ability, the patience more than anything to cut it back across Buca, then across Keller, and then find that near post to slip it past Celentano, but not to rush it, to go from one end to the next, slaloming through this back line for Cincinnati.
Could it be Chelsea? Could it be Strasbourg? Or will it be Atlanta for the rest of the year at least? For the talented young fullback. Brioni now, up against Williams. Got inside him, Brioni's away! That's a super goal!
So, the previous match against Cincinnati, and this is more like it. Classic run from Brioni, so good at getting a defender on his shoulder, on his favorite left foot, but cutting inside.
That was his first goal at the home of the Revs, Gillette Stadium. Approaching half-time then. Terovic weighing up the options there.
So deep in Atlanta United.
And Brioni at the back! 2-0!
They're slow to squeeze up, they're slow to come out and press. In New England, they can just pick their head up and pick out any pass. But Buck, doesn't he pick out a beauty? Right into that far stick as Greg...
We're about to go into 3 minutes of stoppage time, so the Revolution closing in on 3 points unless there is a very late rally now from the Five Stripes. Hernandez. And they do get a goal back! Daniel Rios hung around at the back post and he nods it past Ivicic, and Rob Valentino's side are back in the game as we go into stoppage time at the end of the 90.
On. Couple of fresh legs. What a ball this is. So Hernandez, he just tips inside, and from there he just lobs it up to Rios. Gets the other side.
Absolutely nothing in that final third. We'll see if that changes here. Weigand. Good ball. Kromaski. Alba on the overlap. Finds him. Alba with the cross! And what was that expected goals done? But doesn't matter, does it? Into Miami strike in an instant. Robert Taylor finding space. And the best move of the match produces the opening goal for the away team once again.
That draws the defender, and then just the lose their marking space instead of the player. It's just an easy tap in the end. So the rotations, the sharing of the ball, we've talked about that already throughout this first half, and utilizing the whip.
Good strength from Ajiman. He's in. He's got a clear line to go. He's going to open up and score. If anybody was going to break through against Inter Miami, it was this man. He has been red hot so far, and Ajiman gets his deserved goal. 1-1.
Slowing himself down, seeing where Drake Callender's going to go, opens up his body. Enough pace, enough bend on that ball just to tuck it in. Does look like Drake Callender gets a little something on it.
Good turn here, Navarche. Good ball out wide. A little bit of space here for Gressel. Tries to play that through Kromaski! He's got the final touch! And Inter Miami are ahead late on! What a ball that was from Gressel!
Just a tap in the end, he does the rest, but the positioning initially from Gressel.
Diego Rossi. Austin, the return for Rossi. Played into the 18. Cucho looking to settle and find a lane. Closed down by Will. The finish by Ramirez is in! Christian Ramirez opens the scoring, and Columbus is on the board at home.
It looks like Zimmerman's keeping him on. But from the replays that we've seen, I don't think Rossi's done enough to keep that ball in play.
And he He's lost only twice in 16 starts this season in MLS. The last defeat 2 weeks ago at Inter Miami. Here are the crew. Cucho plays ahead. Yeboah wants Rossi. Diego Rossi with the splendid finish, making a 2-goal lead for the crew. How about that?
But we saw Yeboah come on at half-time. Look at the pace. He's got one thing in his mind. It's a lovely ball from Cucho. And then the first pass in to Rossi. And Willis makes the mind up.
Minnesota United, they're still working Teemu Pukki back into full match fitness before he's going to feature for Minnesota. He's missed the last several games. Of course, the sale of Kervin Arriaga, the fabulous Honduran, as that's given away at the back. Chance here for Vancouver, and they're on the board. Just like that, a mistake from Minnesota United, and it is punished. And who else? Brian White, his 4th goal in 2 games.
Just doesn't put enough weight on the pass. Simple playing out of the back. You see the switch there, no big deal from Tapias. And then Michael Boxall just a little too lax with the touch.
Very patient in how they've been building through the offensive half of the field.
They'll go short from the corner. They do have a numerical advantage. Gauld, excellent looking ball in, and it's 2-0. Ryan Gauld with his 2nd assist. And that's Laborda with the finish. Vancouver are cruising in the Twin Cities. It's 2-0.
But 2 players going just behind him, completely unmarked. Nice little patient build up there, and it's Ryan Gauld with the left foot. What about that service to steer that clear?
The ensuing corner, nodded towards goal, and that one's in. Minnesota finally get their reprieve, and it's Bongi Longwane. 2-1 here at Allianz.
The save penalty. Rosales, a really nice whipped ball in. And it's a little header there from Asani Dotson. And Longwane with the outside of the ball.
Shaw trying to turn. Rosales bearing down on him. But Elford's pass is a miscue. Vancouver recollect. This is more like it from the visitors. Berhalter on the first time. And what a wonderful strike that is from Sebastian Berhalter. Against the run of play in this second half, and Berhalter, guns blazing here at Allianz.
Look at the ball circulation here. That comes from a missed opportunity on a clearance. Couldn't quite get it from Devin Pidelford to Robin Lod, and they keep possession, and just a nice little layback to find Sebastian Berhalter. He knows he can't take more than 1 touch. The pressure's coming from Tapias, and he curls it. You see the 2 runners right there, Longwane and Tapias trying to put the pressure on the ball, and it curls in and hits the post and in.
Here's Blum again. Klein gives it right back to him as he comes across the halfway line and sprays one over to the left-hand side. Vasilev running it Muni. Now Leuven. Leuven, a right-footed shot. Oh, and it's made a mess of by Yarbrough, and it goes into the back of the net. He'll take it any way he can get it, Leuven.
But that's one he's going to want back for sure. Looking at the ground, thinking maybe it took a weird bounce for him.
2 men McBride just mentioned, Leuven and Vasilev. Leuven fakes the run-up. Vasilev drives it in, and that is beautifully tucked in by Kajima. They are just having fun in St. Louis.
You can see Leuven just does there, drops the line a little bit, and then they just let Kajima run in all by himself. And he gets in there, and really nice finish. I know he took it a little higher off of his...
Flock gives it away. Bueno clattering into Acosta. Referee says play on. Charging forward is Herbers. Plays it to Arigoni. Arigoni has options. Arigoni across the 6! And at the doorstep, it's put away! Marin Haile Selassie scores in a 4th straight match!
But look at what Herbers, the captain, does. He drives and then plays it at a very timely manner there for Arigoni, who can get forward, put it in the danger zone, and
Ariel to Flock. Flock pulls the trigger, deflected it in! A fortuitous ricochet has drawn Philadelphia even.
He's in between Schihos and Almsberg. Nobody really getting too touch tight to him. He can move whenever he wants here. Black looking for the shot, and then he doesn't try to control.
He is 3 for 4 this season. Gazdag! Did you ever doubt him? Daniel Gazdag now stands alone as Philadelphia's all-time top scorer in Major League Soccer.
Scoring is goal scorer in Philadelphia. You have to love it. He wrong foots.
Herbers. Good pressing from Philadelphia. Won the ball back. Gazdag into McGlynn. McGlynn with the window to shoot! Oh, off post it in! Symmetry in that finish, and daylight for Philadelphia.
In the offseason, look at this. He goes off of both posts. This is just absolutely perfect. This is going to be the better angle. Opens up his hips and then gets to his favorite spot. That's
Glesnes and Elliott under the microscope. Recently, Ali Selassie crosses it, back post header. It's Mueller, it's Kuipers, and this one will count. Head tennis breaking out in the 18 and ending up in the back of the net.
This man has been absolutely balling. There were a lot of questions about him earlier, but he wasn't getting the service. If you get him the service, he's going to score the goals here. 60 yards away from goal. That's what Philadelphia needs to do more of.
Ali Selassie looking to continue the bombardment. Plays it to Herbers. Herbers clips it. Sheehoes attacks it. It's still there for the taking. Gaston Jimenez! Cutting edge from Chicago. From dead and buried to alive and kicking.
This is absolutely amazing. You see the short corner there. Ali Selassie does a very good job just to slide it over to Herbers, and the captain stands it up. Sheehoes is battling. I said that Philly needs to clear them.
This crowd in full voice. They anticipate something. Ali Selassie towards the back post. Kuipers! This match has been turned on its head. What a comeback! The Chicago Fire showing resilience, strength of character.
Confusion on the look of every single player in blue and all Philadelphia Union fans. But this is excellent from Ali Selassie. He puts it in an area where only Hugo Kuipers can get it. Look at this service. It's so perfect because it freezes Glesnes and Jack McGlynn is out of the play. If you give Hugo Kuipers that, he's scoring every single day of the week. This looks like it's a game winner. He goes through the 5-hole and gets his 9th on the season.
And winning that U.S. Open Cup.
They met in the U.S. Open Cup in this, and we remember, Donnie, because as this one comes out to Kowalczyk. Nice ball for Aliou. Drives it in and scores! Aliou Ibrahim, 8th minute. On the first real thrust for the Dynamo, have a goal away from home.
Quick little combination play, and remember, no Vera, no Justin Glad. Center back split apart. Brody can't stay with him. So the idea was to rest him and give Nelson Palacio, a player that they paid $2 million for, a Colombian Olympic U20.
Cuidado! Oh, Gomez! Lurking quietly, knowing there was a moment where Steve Clark may have kept that last ball on his foot a little too long, made the Dynamo pay the ultimate price.
Has got it. Andres Gomez sits, he poaches, he waits, he pounces, he finishes. Delicate little touch.
Already Hidalgo looking much more comfortable as a central defender. Just a little out of the reach, although Crooks did very well to keep it in front of him. Luna. Oh, yes! To the moon, Alice! Diego Luna giving the Olympic selectors something to chew on.
Quick combination play with Gomez. Comes back across, has multiple options, calls Luna's number. Petranis occupies Dorsey. He gets inside Luna.
Herrera, Bassi, Kowalczyk.
Herrera drives. Oh, it's there! And there is the equalizer. Got it up, and the Dynamo find a way. Steve Clark running back here, directing some unpleasantries to the Real Salt Lake bench. Hector Herrera involved, and the finishing touches here 10 minutes deep into the second half, I believe.
And the service is ideal. Opens up, curling ball. Brody whips, gets a touch, and it goes all the way through with Zach McMahon.
And there's space in front of him, and he has help. Hair flapping in the wind. Gomez, Chicho. Ojeda! Back and forth we go.
And that stretch, that whiff, calm, cool, collected.
That effect of a new manager bump has been real for this FC Dallas side. I'm looking for them to continue that tonight.
Now here's a chance. Anthony in behind Tafari, and a left palm got to it for one save, but then Tafari couldn't slide home to keep it out. And an early goal for Portland. 8th minute of the game. Anthony has scored for Portland. His 4th goal of the year.
Here is the understanding of how you get behind a back line. Kosi Tafari is one of the fastest defenders in this league, but time.
Turning and going to goal in his first MLS start. Thomas Pondeka, former U.S. men's national futsal team player. And that futsal experience helped him there in a tight space. He won the ball back. Now it's shoveling in to the Moose. Peter Musa. And FC Dallas, they've come out with intention to start the second half, and the intention has turned into an equalizer.
This pass right here cuts out every single Portland Timber defender. Look at what it does. Petar Musa, first touch is into his stride, just like a goal scorer does, slots it home.
The Jets delivery, and there's Tafari, and he heads it home. FC Dallas have flipped the script. Down 1-0 at half to 2-1 in front in 15 minutes.
Get his second on the season, but look at what he does. He goes into the back post like a thief in the night. Oh yeah, this is absolutely.
First Peter Musa, then Nkosi Tafari, but now a chance. Anthony in space, Evander, good ball. Anthony in space, what decision will he pick out? He's driving in, and it's got it home. It's 2-2. Oh, what a late arriving run by Evander. Perfectly executed by Anthony. He returns the favor. Earlier tonight, Evander set up Anthony. And now it's Anthony the assist. Evander the goal. And what a response.
Amazing. Everything that he does for the Portland Timbers is just unstoppable. But look at what Anthony does. He picks up his head and then waits for the run. The timing of the...
They're in position for this game to go either way. Right now they must defend. Chara trying to get there, but it's headed home on the cross by Kamungo. FC Dallas take the lead late. Kamungo writing his 4th of July story. He sends it in, and then it's finished right in front of goal by Musa. This is the 4th goal of the second half.
Oh, here we go. But look at the facilitation from Sebastian Lletget. Allows the U.S. international to size up Diego Chara. And then
some positive movement, and the game's still 0-0. You got to be pretty happy.
There's the Hungarian Shalaway. He'll flip it out to this near sideline. Leibold lifting the chin. Entry pass, top of the area, backside, and it's 1-0. Johnny Russell. The substitutions bringing the spark, and Sporting Kansas City taking the lead.
He goes for the full shot, hits it, falls right to Russell.
Robin Fraser, oftentimes in the starting role. 12th appearance of 2024 for Jonathan Lewis. Mihailovic, good ball. Ransom, header, and it's 1-1! Oliver Larraz has leveled the game here in the 69th minute. A second half substitute. Game on.
Set pieces mean everything. They put the ball into a good spot. Oliver Larraz, the player you'd least expect to be in there winning the header, putting that one in.
2 out of 3 this season when it comes to taking penalties. He missed his first, but has hit twice. 9 goals on the season, and never in his career has he hit for double digits. Until now! Georgi Mihailovic with goal number 10, and Colorado with the lead.
see here, he goes back to the left, the exact spot that he missed his penalty early on in the season, scored both of them to the right-hand side.
This time his former teammate John McCarthy with a big-time save.
Bogusz again. Kamara! Big man rises up. Big goal. 1-0 LAFC in El Travico.
Tied for worst in MLS. Bogusz, great outswinging ball. And Kai Kamara, throughout his entire career.
Now Bouanga against McCarthy. Former teammates. Bouanga to double the lead. He does! McCarthy guessed correctly. Too much power from Denny Bouanga. Number 14 on the year. Number 2 tonight for LAFC.
Kai Kamara, an absolute backbreaker for the LA Galaxy.
Yamane and Peck. Rookie Pooch. Into Yamane. Trying to flick it around. Murillo might fall for Yamane. Oh, it's Peck! It's a goal! Galaxy pull one back!
50 balls and trying to create some luck for the LA Galaxy. Look at how many black shirts are around them. But Yamane with the little touch here.